Thanks for joining me today. I am subbing for Brooke. My name is Kimber. I'm the program manager in Colorado Springs. Just a quick reminder, Wellness Bingo is happening. So if you have not already joined, it's the whole month of February. So let me know. You can either scan that code or ask me for the link after class. And then our Trivia Mania is also still happening. And I will put up the trivia question at the end of our class today. And then we have our cooking demo on Wednesday, February 21st. We're making salmon tacos with mango salsa, which sounds delicious. So I'm going to pull that waiver down. We are going to get started on our mats today. This class is going to be more of a Pilates fusion class because I am not trained. I'm not a yoga instructor, but I am a Pilates instructor. And I forgot to take my shoes off. So you don't need shoes for this class. You can keep your socks on if it's cold where you are. And you're going to make your way down to the mat on your back. Just take your time getting down there. Lengthening out your spine once you're there. So as you kind of relax into the mat, maybe you find you need to reach your hips away from your shoulders. Your hands are going to come to your sides, palms turn up. If it feels okay, close your eyes. Just start to deepen your breath. Try to get every drop of breath in and every drop of breath out as you inhale and exhale. Notice on your exhales how your core just naturally starts to tense up. So as your belly button drops and you're squeezing the air out, you'll find this tensing across your lower abdominals. That's exactly what we want. On your inhale, on your inhale, you release it, your belly expands. On your exhale, you feel that tensing. Now on your next few exhales, I want you to increase that tension in the core. So increase that core engagement. You're going to exhale, draw the belly button down. And as you increase that engagement or activation, you'll notice that your pelvis kind of starts to lift off the mat. So your tailbone starts to lift. Inhale and you'll release it. As you exhale, draw the belly button in. Tailbone starts to lift like you're tipping your pelvis like it's a bowl of water. And then inhale, level the water back out. Exhale, engage, draw the belly button down, lengthening that lumbar spine, that low back. Inhale, release. One more here. Exhale, engage, draw the tailbone up, belly button in. Inhale, release. Now you're going to start with that and continue it all the way up into a bridge. So I want you to inhale, exhale, draw the belly button in, tailbone comes off the mat, and then start to roll your spine up off the mat to the sky. Once you're there, take a deep breath in at the top. Exhale, find that same core engagement and roll it down, lengthening the spine as you go. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, roll it up. Think about creating space between each of your vertebrae as you're rolling, almost like you could gain an inch of height if you take your time rolling up and down. On this third bridge, we're going to hold it at the top. So roll yourselves up, squeeze those glutes to open up the hips. And then if you can, I want you to start to slide your shoulder blades together underneath your chest and then link your hands together. So really opening up the front of your body, reaching your knees away from your shoulders, breathing here. One more breath, holding. then release those arms. Exhale and roll it down. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest, wrapping your arms around them. You can rock side to side if that feels good. Give yourself a little low back spine massage. And feet come back to the mat. Arms go to your sides. You're going to extend your right leg out long and parallel. So that just means it's not turned out or turned in. It's nice and straight. And we're going to lift and lower. Now, while you're lifting and lowering, I want you to try to keep your foot and ankle relaxed so it's not flexed or pointed. That's going to help you engage that upper thigh and move with that rather than leading with your foot. Each time we lift, we want to engage that core a little deeper. So as we lower, it releases slightly to allow for an inhale, but not fully because we don't want our low back to take that pressure. Now, if you find that as you go lower, your low back starts to arch off the mat, then I just want you to decrease that range of motion. So don't go down quite as low. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. You're here for 4, keeping that ankle relaxed for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and bring that foot to the mat. Left leg goes out long. Make sure it's parallel, lift, and lower, keeping that foot and ankle relaxed like it's just along for the ride. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. Check in, make sure your head, neck, and shoulders are fully relaxed on that mat. All this work should be in the center of your body and in that left leg. Decrease or change the range of motion as you need. We have 4 more here. Keeping that length. Last one, I want you to hold it up to the sky. And you're going to lift in your upper body. So shoulders, head, and neck come off the mat. And we're going to climb the tree. So right hand comes to the back of your left thigh. And you're going to climb up as high as you can. Tap the top point that you can reach. And then lower back down nice and slow. Left leg comes down, right leg goes up. Climb the right leg. So your core engages first. You're lifting and lowering with control. Switching legs at your own pace. This should be done nice and slow. Now, not only are you working your core here, but you'll feel that stretch in the back of your body. You might feel it from head to toe. You might feel it just in the back of your leg. But either way, it's loosening up that posterior chain. So all down our spine, into our hips, and down our legs, it's all connected. And this is hitting every part. And deepening that core contraction lets those muscles release a little bit more each time. Good, we have 3 more here. We're moving slow, controlled, letting our core hold us up and guide us down. 2 more. You might be able to reach a lot higher than me. So find your range of motion. This is your last one here. Lower down. Beautiful. Take that right leg down. Go ahead and rock your knees side to side. Give yourselves a little glute massage on this one. And then maybe in a seated position on your mat. Your legs are going to be long for this next one. And I want your heels anchored down to the ground. So I'm going to let you decide how close your legs are together. You can bring them a little wider if that's more comfortable for you. Just about as wide as your mat is the greatest width you want to go. So either really close or a little bit wider, but no wider than your mat. So you're sitting up nice and tall. Your sits bones are on your mat. Your arms are going to come out in front of you. We're going to do a half roll down. So we're finding that same pelvic tuck. We're lowering down, sending our low backs towards the mat just as far as we can keep that core engaged. Once we're there, we're going to pause. We're going to twist right and left, drawing those elbows back. Take it forward, take it up, back to that seated position, and reach towards those toes. So again, stretching that posterior chain down the back of our body. Then we're going to sit tall and repeat that. So exhale, tuck that tailbone, lower down just as far as you can, keeping those shoulder blades rolled back and down, turning right, drawing that elbow back, turning left, take it up center, reach for those toes. Sit tall, exhale, roll it down, twist right, twist left, lift up, and reach. Sit tall, engage, roll down, twist right, twist left, sit tall, reach forward, repeat. Each time, maybe you try to get a little bit lower, but if you're feeling any pressure in that low back, I want you to sit up a little higher. We want our cores to get stronger here, and our low back shouldn't take much of the work. Sit tall, reach, last one. Lower down, twist, twist, sit tall, reach for those toes, roll it back up, and flip over. We're coming onto all fours. Our cores get a little bit of a break here. Hands come underneath those shoulders, knees under the hips. We're gonna pause here and do some cat and cow. So inhale, drop the belly. So doing the opposite of what we've been doing with our tailbones. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round it out, pull those shoulder blades apart. Inhale. Exhale, round. If you feel like you need to hold one position a little longer than the other, feel free. And then maybe back in neutral, so somewhere in between those two extremes. And we're actually going to walk our hands forward here into a push-up position. Now we're not going to be here for too long. We're going to move into a series, but it is going to include a push-up. So or an optional push-up, I should say. So I want us to go through the steps of this push-up before we get into that series. Our hands are underneath our shoulders. We're going to screw our hands into the ground so our elbow creases face forward. Your hips are in line with your shoulders and your knees. So I'm not in that all four position. I'm in that slanted half plank position. And our Pilates push-ups are going to look like this. Our elbows are going to stay close. We're going to lower down as far as we can and then press back up. Now, the whole time, my hips stay in line with my shoulders and my knees. So even when I come down and need to press up, my hips don't pop up first. My body comes up as one unit. Now, that is what's going to determine how low you go. So if you only go an inch, that's okay, as long as you maintain that form. So now we're going to jump into that series. And when I tell you to come into that push-up, you have that option. So you can make that push-up as challenging or as easy for yourself as you need to today. So I want you to tuck those toes under, press up into a downward facing dog. Press your heels to the ground. We're going to pause here for this first one, pedal it out. Feel that stretch again down the back of your body. Reaching those heels to the ground. I want you to walk your hands in, bending your knees as much as you need to here. From here, I want you to take your hands, bring them to right above your knees into a halfway lift. In this position, remember, we're stretching the back of our body. So imagine you have a string at the top of your head and I'm pulling it out. So you're reaching your head away from your tailbone. Shoulder blades draw down. On your next inhale, fall forward, forward fold. Exhale, roll it up. Nice and slow, restacking each vertebrae till you get to the very top. Right arm is going to go high as you lean over, sliding your left fingertips towards your left knee. Take it up center and switch. Right fingertips go towards right knee. Lateral bend. Take it high. Reach high. Both hands grow tall. Swan dive down, forward fold, and walk it out. Here comes that push-up. So you find your variation. Maybe you're on your knees or you're on your toes, but we're screwing our hands in either way. Lowering down, elbows stay close. Exhale, press up. Tuck the toes. Hips go high. Downward dog. We're moving right into that walk up. Halfway lift. Hand comes to knee. Reach that head long. Forward fold on the inhale. Exhale, engage the core. Roll it up. Inhale, reach the right arm high. Over to the left. Come back center on the exhale. Reach the left arm high. Right arm goes down. Good. Inhale, both arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Walk it out. Shoulders stay packed. Coming to that plank and then dropping the knees to that optional push-up. Or you hold your plank. Tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Walk it in. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Halfway lift. Reach the head out. Hold. Release on the inhale. Exhale, roll it up. Nice and slow. Right arm goes high on the inhale. You reach over to the left. Exhale, come up center. Inhale, go to the other side. Exhale, reach tall. Exhale, lower down. Walking it out. Shoulders stay packed. Drop those knees. Push up. Optional. Tuck the toes, hips go high, walk it in. Halfway lift. Reach that head. Forward fold. Exhale, roll it up. Reach over to the left. Maybe you're getting a little farther. Take it up. Reach over to the right. Reach tall, both arms grow. And swan dive down, forward fold, walk it out. Find your push-up. This time lower all the way down to your mat and lie flat. In this position, our arms are going to come out to the corners of our mat. Feet go out to the back of our mat. Your head is going to be down to start. We're going to do a half Superman here. So right arm, left leg, opposite arm, opposite leg. We're going to lift up, finding spine extension here. Lifting through the back of the body. Lower down, switching sides. Packing the shoulder first as we lift. And then lower. Each time you lift, your eyes stay on the mat. So we're not looking forward, keeping that head down, maintaining that length we found through the back of our body. Lifting and lowering. We want to lift through the muscles of our backs, not through our arms or our legs. They're just secondary movers here. Lifting and lowering. Breathing as we go. Engage your core first so it supports that spine and the extension. We have two more. Lift, lower. Last one. Beautiful. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press yourself up and back into a child's pose. Bringing your knees as wide as feels comfortable. Reaching those arms far away from your body as you can and sinking your chest and head down. Come back to those deep breaths we started class with. Melting into the mat a little bit more with each exhale. Go ahead and walk your hands to the right side of your mat, reaching your hips to the left. One more deep breath cycle here. On your next inhale, walk your hands to the left, reaching your hips the opposite direction. Breathe into that stretch. Inhale, back center. Slowly make your way up onto all fours and then up off your mat when you're ready. That's all we have for today, but I am going to put that poll up, or that trivia question up. So don't leave quite yet. Take your time.